What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the recording, and do we get another dub for Gina Carano? I mean, I see Twitter is losing its mind over some interesting new news involving Disney and Gina Carano, but I just, I'm happy for it. I want to remind everyone tonight, watch party. If you still have an existing subscription or you have Nat Geo, maybe you can get it like on regular cable packages or whatever. Tonight is Gina Carano's episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls. It is my goal to make sure this episode is the most viewed episode in this season's history. Tonight, I'm going to try to live tweet the show, watch it with all of you. Leave a like on this video, leave a comment. By the way, if you're watching this and you aren't currently subscribed, please do consider clicking that red subscribe button down below. It helps new people find the channel, and it's the only way you'll ever find my videos. Now, Disney is including Gina Carano in its Mandalorian Emmy Awards push. Carano is listed under Best Supporting Actresses in Lucasfilm's award campaign. What? People aren't going to be happy about this. Despite Lucasfilm saying it would no longer work with her, it has included Gina Carano in its Emmy for Your Consideration Awards push for The Mandalorian. On Sunday, a poster surfaced from Disney, which owns Star Wars production company, promoting cast members including Pedro Pascal and Giancarlo Esposito for awards contention. Carano is listed under Best Supporting Actress category. There she is. I mean, I would argue that she should be at least considered, right? In February, Carano shared a now-deleted post we already know. The same week, Lucasfilm issued a statement saying the studio would no longer employ the actress. Carano addressed it, obviously, saying that, I've got every single big publication saying she's comparing conservative Republicans, and that's not really what I was doing. I have love for everyone. Carano reportedly discovered her status with Star Wars on social media when Lucasfilm issued the statement. Now, Gina has issued several statements, but we could see this as Lucasfilm pushes fired Mandalorian star Gina Carano for Emmy nod. 3 months after Lucasfilm gave her the axe, the 39-year-old name is listed under the supporting actress category for your consideration, promoting various season 2 stars. Now, we've talked about before, is there a thawing between Disney and Gina Carano? Obviously, I think that everyone has to have a path to redemption. I don't believe that she posted anything wrong on social media. However, I do understand that her company may have said, hey, stop posting controversial things. And if she did it anyway, I support that decision 100%, and think that should, if you're going to have that rule, it should apply evenly to everyone. But she's strong-willed and probably wasn't going to be controlled. It's not like she needs the money. She's doing just fine. But we started to see, obviously the first big thing was the episode with Bear Grylls coming back on air. Then I've been hearing reports of Gina Carano toys, Cara Dune toys, returning to store shelves. Now, the toy thing, maybe they just had some in transit and some showed up. It's entirely possible. There was no real formal announcement that they had like re-spun up production of Cara Dune toys. But this via Bloody Elbow, Carano getting Emmy push for Disney despite public firing. I mean, I think, first of all, she deserves it. The fact that she no longer works on the show, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. We can see here now, Gina Carano's Running Wild with Bear Grylls episode to air tonight, May 10th. Previously reported, Gina Carano's Running Wild with Bear Grylls will be airing, even though it was originally supposed to be canceled. Tonight is scheduled airing of Season 6, Episode 7 for the Nat Geo channel. It will be airing on Disney Plus or Nat Geo, depending on what you have. Carano let everyone know that our episode would not be canceled on Twitter late last month. And from what I'm told from insiders is that it wasn't necessarily Gina, but it was Bear Grylls going to bat for her. That's what I'm told. The episode is set to air at 9 p.m. Here's the write-up. Gina Carano in the Dolomites. Bear Grylls helps actress Gina Carano face her fears in the Dolomite Mountains of Italy. We already know, obviously, what's going on with you know, that show in and of itself. But also on the very same day, she appears on Disney's Emmy consideration poster for The Mandalorian. So I don't know. I mean, is this a good thing? I mean, it's good to see the Mary Sue get upset about it, and it's good to see Twitter get all worked up about it. And you can see Lucasfilm pushes Mandalorian star for Gina Carano for an Emmy nomination. Did I just see Jack? I thought I saw Jack. How long was that? There is a rumor, obviously, that she's, there's a push for her to be brought back to the show. There's a couple articles about that last week. I don't know, but I will say they have updated this now. So her name is so they've updated the description of the show. Her name is now in that episode title. This is something we talked about last week. And you can see here, Disney fired Gina Carano for being terrible. Now it wants conviction to win an Emmy. These aren't the droids. People are upset. MMA Mania, apparently a leftist-leaning website, apparently. I don't know. Sure is weird to see Gina Carano in the Mandalorian's Emmy consideration campaign. No, we still haven't forgotten. Well, these people will never forget because they saw that as a big win in the culture battle. They saw her as a conservative, and they saw her, these weirdos, they push to get people fired simply because they don't agree with them on their politics, which is a really bizarre position to be in. I don't want anyone fired. I can't really think of any prominent leftists that I really, really hate. I'm sure there are, plenty of them, but I wouldn't want them fired. I wouldn't want them deplatformed. In fact, I've openly campaigned when some of them get deplatformed to help them get their channels back, do everything I can. You shouldn't seek to silence people you disagree with. At worst, you should seek to educate them. But mostly you should seek to understand them because they won't be the only person that thinks that way. For your consideration, requests are a dime for a dozen. When the Emmy nominations are near, every show wants to increase its chances of being nominated. So they put up everyone on their list, no matter if they've guest starred in an episode for 2 minutes. And that's the case for Disney Lucasfilm live-action Star Wars series Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal was a shoo-in for lead actor, and I can understand Juan Carlos Esposito for being listed. What I can't understand is Gina Carano. Really? I mean, she was a major staple in the show. So for those who forgot, everyone's remembered, okay? And of course, we're going to talk about these posts suggested widespread bad things in 2020, blah, blah, blah. Carano then tried to gaslight us into believing her statements were taken out of context and that she was being bullied for her conservative ways. No, she was. I mean, to anybody that would write that she faced fair treatment, I would only ask you, if this is the post that you're going to hang your hat on, which the left has done, why did Pedro Pascal get to make the exact same comparison? In fact, make it multiple times. In fact, call half of this country awful things. The idea that she wasn't persecuted for being conservative is hilarious. Of course she was. It's not like she didn't think we would screenshot things or understand. Instead of apologizing for her statements, Carano doubled down. Good. It became an even bigger disappointment to those that thought she was a welcome addition to The Mandalorian. See, just like we could see with, what's her name? Caitlyn Jenner. We see this, that the woke community, the LGBTQ community, quickly turning on Caitlyn Jenner simply because she's a conservative now. It went from support trans people to support trans people that agree with our politics. I mean, that's really always what it was. And with Gina Carano, it's turned from, support strong women. See, like Carano never felt like a Mary Sue or Carrie Dune, sorry. She always felt strong in her role. And ultimately, the woke squad, not women, men too, didn't like that. Who thought it was a good idea to put Carano up for an Emmy nomination? Right off the bat, I thought of a contractual obligation. Maybe that's the reason why she's on the list with the likes of Pascal and Esposito. But maybe Lucasfilm is just getting it done and over with. This is like a complete meltdown. Even though you're right, I know for your consideration campaign, not actual nom, but the point stands that she shouldn't be on this campaign at all. Even if there's some kind of contractual obligation at play here, there should be some way around it, especially when the party in question has done something as ridiculous and dangerous as sending tweets. Also, where I'm standing, her for your nomination or consideration membership feels like an endorsement. Possibly the last thing Disney Plus or Lucasfilm wants after a fanfare that was her firing. I don't agree. It's funny that this person lives in a weird, bizarre... to only reply, Gina Carano is still the best thing about The Mandalorian. Fact. The Mary Sue is a fake woke magazine online. Twitter is obviously very upset that she's getting the Emmy nod, and I couldn't be happier. Congratulations on your show tonight, 9 o'clock, Running Wild with Bear Grylls. Watch it live, featuring Gina Carano. Tweet about it. Let's get it, people talking about it on Twitter. Let's make it look like because it's my opinion that people who are like these pro-cancel culture idiots, they're a vocal minority, okay? And if they see the ratings, if they see us show up and watch the show, that will speak much louder than any of these morons on Twitter. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.